Hello, welcome back to the series. If you've not seen my first video, I recommend you watch that and then come back to this one if you don't understand what sasaeng is. I would also like to apologize for the content username change once more. When it comes to YouTube making, having a set brand can be difficult when you're new to this type of content. But other than that, let's get started. As you know, the K-pop industry isn't always going to be bright colors and fun pop songs you can dance to. The inner workings of it can be very hard and dangerous, deadly even, but sometimes the fans are the cause of that. We're going to be looking into the inner world of sasaengs and what they've done to the idols that they claim to love. We're also going to be branching out to the J-pop industry as it has just as bad or even worse. As always, viewer discretion is advised as we're going to be talking about triggering, uncomfortable, and unsettling topics. There will be talk of violence in this video. Timestamps will be on the screen if you want to skip over it. Thank you. We're going to be going over the J-pop side of this first. If you don't know how most of the industry works, that's alright. Some of these idols groups have animes based around them. Think of Twice's small anime appearance. They're usually focused in Japan. They will usually have small fan meets that you need a fan club membership for, and they will always have fun hype songs most of the time. Private life is a big thing over there, and most of the time, their fans will respect this. But what happens if their fans can't get close to said personal life? Today, we're going to be talking about an incident of one fan who was outraged that his idol would not respond to him. Tomita Mayu, born in 1995, was a Japanese singer and actress. In 2011, she starred in Fuji TV's web drama called Secret Girls. This is what would bring her fame to a rise. This was a show about middle school girls under a group in the same name. Her role was a girl named Ai Takano, and she would also perform as this character on stage along with other events surrounding Secret Girls. She released a single on the 21st of March in 2012, which charted with a 22nd rank on Oricon's weekly singles chart. Now that you know about the victim, let's move on to the attacker. Tomohiro Iwasaki, or Iwasaki Tomohiro, born in 1988 or 1989, who was 27 years old at the time of the attack, was described to be someone who was untalented when it came to expressing emotions, but his personality could be considered gentle or even childlike. Iwasaki did not have a big social life or many friends at all, but he was content with that. When Iwasaki watched Tomita's show, he immediately became obsessed and even expressed some sort of desire to marry her and become close with her. The attack was gruesome, but let's get to talking about why the attack happened. The attack cannot be justified, so please do not try to defend him. Let's carry on. Back between 2015 and 2016, Iwasaki constantly stalked Tomita online, constantly sending her gifts and messages online. He had sent Tomita a gift, which she refused to return. It is said that Tomita complained to the police beforehand, but nothing was done. Tomita was said to be outside of a concert venue around the Tokyo area when Iwasaki was spotted by her. It was said that he had been stalking the idol for quite some time. Then, not too long after, he stabbed her 34 times in the neck along with her chest, back, and arms. She was quickly rushed to the hospital. She then remained there for quite some time and was unconscious for 2 weeks. After his trial, he was sent to prison for 14 years, which angered fans of Tomita. He is getting out in 2030. Tomita had sued the Japanese government for not giving her proper care and time since they quickly turned her away. Japan then revised their anti-stalking laws. The next incident we're going to be talking about is something chilling. In October of 2006, TVXQ's Eunho was given a drink by someone who didn't like him. Of course, he didn't know this. The drink was orange juice mixed with super glue. After drinking the orange juice, he began to vomit and cough out blood, resulting in him passing out. He was rushed to the hospital, and not too long after, the girl turned herself in and Eunho requested for there to be no charges against her. This resulted in some sort of trauma. Ever since the incident, he's become cautious of others in certain sceneries that remind him of the incident or places that look similar to it. This is a lesson to never take something from a stranger or don't take anything that gives off bad vibes. Even if it's from someone you trust, you never know what the intentions are behind the gift. While SNSD was first getting big, anti-fans of the group turned off all of the fan lights in the stadium. This caused them to perform in the dark. This was called the Black Ocean, one of the worst things that could happen to a K-pop group. They did this to show disrespect and hatred towards the group. There has been many Black Oceans since, and another notable incident of this happening was when Twice was performing Fancy. Only a few people in the crowd kept their lights on to show appreciation for Twice. Going back to SNSD, or better known as Girls' Generation, we're going to be talking about something that happened to Taeyeon in 2011. In April of, once again, 2011, the group was performing Run Devil Run at Lotte World Ice Rink. A sasaeng fan managed to get past security, While performing, Taeyeon was grabbed by her arm and almost taken off stage by the sasaeng. Comedian Oh Jung-tae and fellow group mate Sunny and the MC of the show had protected her just in time and kept her safe. Many incidents have happened to Taeyeon, and we're going to be talking about them as well. A video at an airport was released to show Taeyeon being shoved and pushed to the floor while trying to get past through the crowd swarming her. No one knows exactly who pushed her, but there were many aggressive fans trying to assault her or maybe even one another. Security was working to do their best to protect the idol, which luckily they were successful in keeping her safe. She ended up crying due to how overwhelming the situation was. In the middle of the chaos, she was then picked up and kept in protection. While members of both WayV and NCT were filming a video, sasaengs managed to get into the building and took pictures of them without knowing. They were then later posted on Twitter. It's unknown if the sasaengs were both in the vents and windows, but they were doing something that they shouldn't be. The pictures that I'm going to show were already public information and NCT handled it already. So please don't send any disrespect, but please report these accounts if they are still, running. Thank you.
어차피 전화해도 안 받을 거고 전화하면 우리가 싫어할 텐데 만나러 오면 당연히 좋아하겠지. 왜 우리가 싫어할 것 같은 짓을 하지?
맞습니다.
궁금해서 얘기해봤습니다.
네. 번호 가지고 계신 건 괜찮습니다. 전화하지 마세요.
Let's go. Yeah.